Well, yeah, here, I got this Bible right now, probably. All right, yeah, so bring out the curses. Because according to the Bible, we was going to go into slavery. You got a second, brother? You got a second? What's your nationality, brother?
What?
Your nationality? Like, is you so-called African American?
I'm American.
You American?
Yeah.
All right, so how you American when America was named after a white man? You know that America was named after Amerigo Vespucci, who was a sailor. Who so-called discovered this land. So according to the Bible, you will be an Israelite, right? And if you are African black, you would be from the tribe of Judah. Who so I'm gonna show you in the Bible, because how was we brought over here? On slave ships, would you say, right?
Yeah.
That's written in the Bible. Go straight to the 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68, and it reads, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again."
Hold that. So it says the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. So this was talking about the Israelites. They was going to go into Egypt again because they went into Egypt under the hand of the Pharaoh. But they never went into Egypt again. So if you go into Exodus 20 and 2 real quick, bring that out, it's going to show you what the word Egypt means. I'm gonna try and show you this as quickly as I can. Yeah, there's a sign. Yeah. We got plenty of those. Yeah, we got plenty of them though. Bring it out.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2.
Bring it out.
And it reads, "I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt."
See, he brought us out the land of Egypt, right? The so-called Israelites, right? And what is Egypt, right?
Out of the house of bondage.
So if you look, this the house of bondage, Egypt. So if you see bondage, what do that mean? Slavery. So when you read in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, starting from the top again.
"And I am the Lord," Salakia. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 68. "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships."
So the Lord gonna bring me into Egypt or slavery with ships. So we were brought here on slave ships, cargo slave ships, right? Keep on going.
"By the way whereof I spoke unto thee."
By the way whereof he spoke unto me. So we were brought here on slave ships, right?
"Thou shalt see it no more again."
So we ain't gonna see the land where we come from, no more again. They meaning the land of Israel, because they say we from Africa, but we really not from Africa. We from the land of Israel. We went into Africa to escape the Roman captivity, because that's when so-called Jesus or Yahweh Shai came along. That's when they tried to killed him, right? And then they took over the land. So keep on going with that.
"And there ye should be sold."
So wait. It said you will be sold. Were we not sold? They put us on auction blocks and they said, this man for 200, 300, 400, 500, sold, right? Come on, keep on going.
"Sold unto your enemies."
Sold unto your enemies. We were sold to the white man. They still killing us in the streets this day, man. Right? Come on, keep on going.
"For bondmen and bondwomen."
For bondmen and bondwomen. We were slave men and slave women, right? Come on, keep on going.
"And no man shall buy you."
And no man shall buy you. Meaning no man is going to redeem us. So slavery was, American slavery was in this Bible right here. Come on, bring it out.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 37.
Bring it
"And
out.
thou shalt become an astonishment."
Thou shalt become an astonishment. They amazed at how, like, they look at us like, damn, you see these bugged out niggas, man? Come on, keep on going.
"A proverb and a byword."
A proverb and a byword. They call us niggas, blacks and Hispanics, and they call us African Americans, but we not that. We the children of Israel. Come on, keep on going.
"Among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee."
So among all nations where the Lord will bring us. The Lord brought us here because, go to 15 and show us why we here.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 15.
Bring it out.
"For it shall come to pass."
It shall come to pass, meaning it's gonna happen. What?
if thou won't hearken,
So if we don't listen to what?
unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Listen to Yahweh, the voice of the Most High, right? Keep on going.
to observe and do all his commandments,
And do all his commandments. We stop listening to his commandments and his what?
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes,
And his statutes.
which I command thee this day.
So Moses had us in the tents outside of the land of Jordan, right? And he was telling us the commandments. It wasn't just 10 commandments, but 613 commandments. And we didn't listen to what he was telling us. So what happened?
That all these curses shall
So all
come
these
upon thee.
curses gonna come upon me. If you look in the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 15 to 68, that's all the curses that came upon us. So we stopped listening to the commandments. So what I'm telling you, brother, is we gotta repent and start following these laws, statutes, and commandments in this first 5 books of the Bible. Go to 1 John 5 and 3. Because you say you love God. Do you love God? How do you know that you love God, though? You believe, so that means you love God, right? Bring it out. I'm going to show you what the love of God is. 1 John 5 and 3. Because we can say we love God, but how do we truly know that we love God? Come on, bro.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of God,
So this is the love of God. You hear it?
that we keep his commandments.
That we keep his commandments. So how you love God if you don't keep his commandments? Let's say that this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. And what?
And his commandments are not grievous.
And his commandments are not hard. So if you truly love God, you should be out here keeping the commandments, and they shouldn't be hard. So when you out here working and buying on the Sabbath day, that's the following the Sabbath day. Because Roman Catholics told us that the Sabbath day was on Sunday. They switched it up to confuse us. That's another way to keep us away from the kingdom. And we got to start following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Is it John 14 and 15?
Oh yeah, that got you.
I'm going to show you again.
This is the book of John.
Because if I'm not mistaken, it talk about some, but the Christian church like to teach you that the Old Testament is done away with. But that's where the law is. So in the New Testament, it tell you to keep the laws of the Most High, right? Bring it up.
It's the book of John, chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
If you love him, keep his commandments. Come on, man. Bring it out.
This is John 14 and 21.
I think that's the one I was looking for, actually.
Damn, if the page gonna let me. John chapter 14, verse 21. He that has my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me.
See? So if you keep the Most High commandments, that means you love him. So what you got to do is start digging and searching and finding out what these commandments are. Because it's 613 commandments. You got a record? I'm just asking for personal. Like, do you have a record? Have you ever been to jail? No? So that means that you have never broke 40,627 laws of America. It's only 613 laws in this book. So if you could keep those 40,627 laws, you could definitely keep these 613, man. So with that, I want to say, bless you. Barakatah Yahweh Bahashim HaMashiach Yahushua. All right, man.
All praises, bro.
Hit me with the curses again. Go back to the curses. Real quick, I had to do that.
See, people, it's getting cold out, so brothers, it's getting cold.
Still gotta bring it out, though.
Out here, you know what I'm saying? This is where you show your strength at.
Word.
This is Deuteronomy, what you want, 28 and...
Give me 54. Because black on black crime was confessed in the Bible too, man. Black on black crime, single parents. Come on, man. I'm about to show y'all, though. Let every man be a liar, but the Most High be true.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 58, and it reads.
54?
So, 54, Salakian. So that the man that is tender among you.
So that the man that is tender among you, right?
And very delicate.
Because we once loved one another, man. We didn't always hate each other, man. It was at a time where we had love for our brothers, right? Keep on going.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
So his eye shall be evil towards his brother. Bloods and the Crips. Batos and all these other gangs, MS-13, all these other gangs, man. And then we out here killing each other with the gun, man. Come on.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
Domestic violence, right? Come on.
and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
So he gonna leave his children. That's why so many black men don't know who their fathers, or their fathers ain't in their lives. If they do know their fathers, man, that's according to the Bible. Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 13 and 6. If thy brother, thy son of thy mother, or thy son of thy daughter.
What's going on, man? We reading out the Bible. We just coming here to show the people on this sign. I don't think you on this sign though. That they the true children of God. That's all I'm doing. Because according to the Bible, the people who are brought into slavery on cargo slave ships, those are people that the Bible speak of, the so-called Israelites. Because the Israelites were the chosen people. If you want to bring that out in Deuteronomy 7 verse 6, bring that out for me. I'm going to show you what God think about his chosen people.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art a holy people.
So the people of the Bible are a holy people, right?
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
The Lord thy God has chosen these people to be what?
To be a special people.
To be a special people
unto himself.
Unto himself.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now that's kind of messed up, but keep on going. Read the next verse.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you were in number than any
more,
people.
Wait, it say more in number, right? Start that one over.
The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you were more in number.
Yeah, so he didn't choose us because we were more in number. All right?
Than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people.
So he chose us because we were the fewest amount of people. And that's just according to the Bible. I mean, and he said it again in Deuteronomy 14 and 12. I'll show you that real quick too.
That one?
Is it 14? 14 and 2, I think.
14 and 2. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 2. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
It say that thou art a holy people, talking about the Israelites. Because, drop that real quick. Well, hold that and go to Deuteronomy 1, verse 1. Because I keep on saying that the Israelites, but I'm going to show you that the book of Deuteronomy is talking to the children of Israel.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1.
Right?
Let these be the words which Moses spoke unto the Israel.
This is the words that Moses, when he brought them out the land of Egypt, he spoke unto Israel because he only brought the Israelites out. He didn't bring nobody else out. So that's what we out here doing. We teaching the Israelites who they are according to the Bible. Point blank and period. Let's go back into the curses, man. Give me 28. I'm gonna drop that. Give me curses 28 and I think 43.
Oh, because you want to show them how we fit the scripture?
Yeah, I'm just going off. I'm just going off now. I'm done. I don't need to talk to him no more. Give me 28 and 43. 43. My bad. I got American blacks, which he would be the tribe of Judah. Then you got West Indian black. You got West Indian blacks, who is me. I'm from Antigua, so that would be the tribe of Benjamin.
Nationality, man.
White, right? So-called Caucasian. The Most High didn't choose you. I got Levi, which is the Haitians. Ephraim, which is the Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, which is the Cubans. Simeon, which is the Dominicans. I got Zebulon, Guatemala, the Panama. And then I got Gad, which is the Native American Indians. And then I got Reuben, which is the Seminole Indians. I got Asher, which is Colombia to Uruguay. And then I also got Issachar, which is the Mexican or the Aztecs. Then I got Naphtali, which is Argentina to Chile. Those are 12 tribes of Israel. And this is only Western Hemisphere specific because we got scattered all across the earth. So the people, when they were sold on slave ships, they spread them out. They traded us as goods. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to unite the black community. Now, bring that out. What'd you say? I mean the book. I mean, it ain't about being harsh because the Bible say that.
I'm saying, it's something that the Bible of ignorant looks worse than.
Oh yeah, I mean the Bible is pretty racist. It ain't pretty. It is racist, and it only deals with a certain amount of people. But I hate to say it this way, but the so-called white man, the so-called white man took this Bible and put us into slavery, and then they plastered a white Jesus Christ on the cross, and they said, worship this God. And that's why we're in a situation, because we start worshiping wood and stone. I should bring that one up. Matter of fact, bring it up. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it like that, but that's how it is, man.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
See, so whoever led us into captivity shall go into captivity.
My advice to you, man, is right now is y'all supposed to be in rulership. Like, you supposed to live your life up now. Like, for you, like, America is y'all kingdom. You see what I'm saying? Because the so-called white man took over all the countries.
That's right.
And conquered it, and they are in rulership today. So my advice to you is to live it up now, because the Bible say he who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So we all know that you guys. Well, I'm not gonna say you, because you wasn't born. You wasn't born back then, but you gotta pay your forefathers left a hell of a bill to pay, because the Most High said, he who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He who killeth with the sword shall be killed with the sword. So he who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Y'all have 400 years to rule and to do whatever you wanted to do. But the so-called Israelites is going to put this earth back into its proper dominion by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You see what I'm saying? So when this world comes crashing down, when them nukes hit, a new society is going to be built up. So when we say the world going to end, we not talk about the earth going to blow up and that's it. We talk about society is going to come crashing down and it's going to be rebuilt in righteousness. You see what I'm saying? So then the Most High going.
God already did that once or twice.
Yeah, he did that with Sodom and Gomorrah. He did it in the time of yeah. So you know America is like a virgin, and this is a wicked country. It's never been touched. Nobody ever nuked this place up. Really, everybody is scared of America, but this place is so wicked. They tell you can be a homosexual. They tell you that it's okay to go sleep with an animal. They tell you that a bunch of this country is ruled by a bunch of rob, rape, and murderers, man. Not to say that you are, but the people that control this country, man. They robbed, they raped, they did whatever they had to do to get to the top. And they did it to the nation of Israel. They took the land from Gad, which would be the Native Americans. I can't hear you. Say it again.
Yeah, that dude who was raping raped the woman or whatever. That one dude. Yeah. I mean, it's wicked. We live in a wicked world. And then you see what happened to Bill Cosby, right? Bill Cosby, he got locked up for almost the same exact thing. So, I mean, he said, that precept where he said that he would give hurt us because we stopped following the laws. But since we stopped following God's law, statutes, commandments, we get put to death. We gotta go through the trials and tribulations. But the other people, they don't gotta worry. Y'all can live your life that y'all want. But we gotta be put to death.
Like, we already paid the price with God for not following the law, statutes, and commandments, because he gave it to Moses to give to these 12 people, these 12 tribes of people, to lead the earth, to put it in the right perspective. But we didn't want to do that. We wanted to follow other gods. We wanted to commit adultery. We wanted to break those commandments. You see what I'm saying? So he put us at the bottom of the barrel. So we paid for ours, but now, the table's gonna turn soon.
I'm trying to do it.
Want to get the shotgun?
Yeah. Get the shotgun, man. There's the other dude sitting here talking to him now, like.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse
54?
54. And after these, Adam also, whom made the Lord of all thy creatures, of him.
Wait.
The Lord.
Okay, yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 54 again. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
See, that's what I wanted. So Adam made all the nations, right? We all come from Adam, right? Keep on going.
Of him come we all.
Of him come we all, right?
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So the Most High chose the Israelites. Keep on going.
All this have I spoken before thee. O God, O Lord, because thou madest the Lord for our sake.
So the world, the Most High made the world for the Israelites' sakes, right? Keep on going.
As for the other people, which also cometh of Adam,
who also come from Adam,
thou hast said that they are nothing.
So the Most High said they are nothing. The other nations, they ain't nothing, but be like
unto spittle.
So he said that the other nations be like spit. They ain't nothing to the Most High, man. That's coming out the Bible. Keep on going.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So it's like something that, like if you got a vase or something with water in it and you spill some of it, you gonna worry about that water that you spilled, or you gonna keep it pushing? You're gonna keep it pushing. You're not gonna worry about that water. Go to Isaiah 45 and 17. That's the backup. Because that's written in the Apocrypha. These are books that fill up the gap between the Old Testament and the New Testament. But this is in Isaiah, which is actually in the Old Testament.
You said
45 and 17.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17.
Yeah.
But Israel shall be saved.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Is it 40, verse 15?
What you looking for?
The backup shot.
Oh, okay.
Is it 40, verse 15?
Here it is. This is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 17. Verse 17.
Verse 15.
No, that's 15?
Yeah.
This is 15. Behold, the nations.
Behold, the nations, the other nations, right?
Are as a drop of a bucket.
So if you got a bucket of water and you drop it, a little bit of that water out, you ain't gonna worry about that drop of the water. Come on.
And are accounted as the small dust of the balance. Behold.
So they are counted as the small dust of the balance. Come on, man.
Behold, he tooketh it, the isles, as a little thing, a very little thing.
So that the people of the isles are a very little thing. Keep on going.
And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn.
So the people of Lebanon were not sufficient for burnt offerings, meaning they're keep on going on that. So I don't go out my own mouth.
Nor the beasts thereof sufficient for a burnt offering.
So their rams and their animals, their cattle, they weren't sufficient for a burnt offering for the Most High. Only the cattle in the land of Israel is sufficient for burnt offerings. Keep on going.
All nations before him are as nothing.
So that's saying it again. All nations are as nothing. Come on.
And they are accounted to him less than nothing.
So they accounted as less than nothing in vanity. And vanity pretty much means nothing. So that's what the Most High says. He said that all the other nations are nothing. They are meant to be our servants. I hate to say it like that. Bring it out.
Romans chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written.
Wait, go to 11 first. Go to 11. Go to 11. Go to 11. Start now. Romans 9. All right, man. We just gonna hit you with this one real quick.
Romans 9 and 11.
Yep.
For the people being not yet born.
So this is for the children that are not yet born. So, I mean, the Most High hate all the other nations, right? So this is for the people that's not even born yet, right? Keep on going.
Neither having done any good or evil.
They didn't do no good or no evil, because if you're not born, you haven't done anything, right? Come on.
That the purpose of God according to his election.
So this is the purpose of them according to God's election. So God made you this way for a certain reason, right? Keep on going.
According to that, the purpose of God according to his election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth.
So the Most High called you to be this type of person, right? Keep on going.
It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
And then if you look at Genesis 25, the elder should, don't go there, but it says that the elder shall serve the younger. So the first child shall serve the younger, because when Israel was born, or Jacob was born, he was born after Esau. Now don't get it. I'm just going to paraphrase right now. Go ahead though.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
So Jacob have I loved, right? That's Israelites. Yep, keep on going.
But Esau have I hated.
So the Most High did hate. And keep on going on that.
What shall we say now? What shall we say then? Is it not?
Is there
unrighteousness with God?
So is it unrighteous for God to hate? What?
God forbid.
Meaning no, God does what he wants to. Keep on going.
For he has said unto Moses, I will have mercy on whom I have mercy.
So he will have mercy on the Israelites, and he will have what? Keep on going.
And I will have compassion on who I have compassion.
And he will have compassion on who he has compassion, because he chose us to be that special seed. Was that it on that?
So then is it not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy.
So it's up to God to show mercy. And because we are being treated evil, he gonna show mercy unto the Israelites, man. I mean, if you gotta go, so I'm gonna let you go, but the Most High only loved the so-called children of Israel. And in the end time, everybody gonna come to us to serve God through the Israelites. That's what.
All right, brother. You're a Hebrew Israelite, man. You gotta repent and turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments.
Start following these commandments, brother. All right, man.
All right, man. Have a good one, man.
Go back to the curses. Go back to the curses. I wasn't even gonna try and bring that out. I wasn't.
Hey, man.
You did it though, so.
Hey, man, we can't spare up here.
I know. Hey, that's why I was like, bring it out. Do what you gotta do.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 15.
Go to. Did I get it? 43? Give me 43.
Chapter 28 and 43.
Bring it out.
The stranger that is within thee.
So the stranger, these other nations that are within us, right?
Shall get up above thee very high.
They shall get up above thee very high. These other nations, the so-called whites, Arabs, all these other people who own businesses, they above us very high. You see yourself on this side? This ain't for her. She don't want to hear it.
And thou shalt come down very low.
And thou shalt come down very low, meaning the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans gonna come down very low. We're gonna be at the bottom of the barrel. Keep on going on that. I like the next one too.
He shall lend to thee.
So the Rothschilds who own the bankings, they gonna lend to us. And what else?
And thou shalt not lend to him.
And we not gonna lend to them. When we try and build banks, that's when the Oklahoma City bombing happened and everything like that, man. Come on, man. We're not gonna lend to them, man. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some wood and I'm gonna nail wood to the bottom of it so it'll stay down. Yeah, you got another one that you wanna bring up? Just bring it up.
48. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemy. Which the Lord.
Wait. We're gonna serve our enemies. So we're going to be in servitude, involuntary servitude, because we don't want to be in this servitude. And what? Wait.
Which the Lord shall send thee.
So which the Lord shall send against thee, right? Keep on going.
And hunger.
And hunger. Meaning when we gotta go for grocery shopping, we gotta go to the white stores. And then what?
And in thirst.
And then thirst. When we thirsty, we gotta get to the Dasani, or we gotta pay the water bill in order to drink the water, right?
And in nakedness.
So when we want clothes, we gotta go to the white man to get clothes, right? Keep on going.
And in want of all things.
And want of all things. When we gotta get a job, we gotta go to a white man. When we wanna do whatever, we gotta go to the white man. We wanna get married, we gotta go to the white man. When we die, we gotta go to the white man. In all circumstances, we gotta go to them, right? Keep on going.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. So when we was in slavery, they had us in a yoke of iron, right?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he had destroyed us, man. So we destroyed. They destroyed us, man. Give me Isaiah 14:1.
Tell them not to give up these garbage cans.
14:1.
Isaiah.
This one kicking in out here.
Highest reasonable. We gotta do what we gotta do, man.
Got to. You see us out here putting in this work? It's freezing cold. We putting in the work for the Most High. We don't care. We want our salvation. What's going on, man? You know you're an Israelite? You ain't black. Come here. Let me talk to you for a second, man.
Isaiah
14:1.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14.
Hold on, Russ. Come in front of me, man. You see, what's your nationality? You black? So you related to your shirt? Your shirt is black. You related to your shirt? Nah, man. According to the Bible, you call yourself a black, American black. You from the tribe of Judah. Did you know that? See,
You know that's the same tribe that the one they ignorantly called Jesus Christ is from? Did you know that? You did know that.
So, see, I'm gonna show you right here. Jesus gonna come back and save us, and I'm gonna show you who he gonna save. Nah, bring that out right there.
All right. This is Isaiah chapter 14:1. For the Lord shall have mercy on Jacob.
So the Lord gonna have mercy on Jacob. Jacob was a father of the Israelites, which are the children of the Bible, the special people, right? Keep on going.
And will yet choose Israel.
So he gonna choose Israel. He gonna choose us forever, right? Keep on going.
And set them in their own land.
Because right now we're not in our land. He gonna put us in the land which we were promised. Because he promised the land to Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob, our forefathers. Those are our ancestors, right? Keep on going.
And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall join them.
So the strangers is gonna join us in that land. All right, I'm done with that. Bring out the one that you wanted to bring out. I think he was looking for what was you looking for? You had a preset?
Oh yeah, I was gonna show him that, you know.
Yeah, bring it out.
The Most High, the Son, the one in the church who they call Jesus Christ, he looked just like you, man. You know how your hair and our hair look like woolly? Watch this. I'm gonna show you something, man. Because you know when you go into church, they tell you that Jesus looked like a white man, right? When you look in the church, he got long stringy hair and he got pale skin, right? Well, I'm gonna show you that the Bible is contrary to what that picture looked like, man.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14.
Bring it out.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His hair and his hairs were white like wool. You got woolly hair. He had white in his hair because he had wisdom. Okay, you know how you see aged men? They got grayish white hair. That's from wisdom. Go ahead.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
So you know what brass look like? Say it. That's right, man. Go ahead.
What color is a penny though?
That's
Exactly.
right.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As he burned in a furnace. So if you take that penny and you put it in the oven, it's gonna get darker, right? So that's the color that the one they ignorantly called Jesus Christ was, man. He was black, man. He wasn't this white guy that they put up on the picture in the church, man. All right, that was something designed to throw you off, man, to chase you away from your inheritance. This Bible is your inheritance, man. It shows you your ancestry, man. I'm gonna show you that this is your ancestry. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 1. Because you probably wonder why, well, if we God's chosen people, then why are we in the conditions we in, right? Why are people at the bottom? Why we live in poverty and trials and tribulations? And our community's messed up, right? This why.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe.
So the Lord sent, the Most High sent Moses to our ancestors and made a deal, man. He told Moses to say what?
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So he told Moses to let our people know that if they follow these laws, statutes, and commandments this day, I ain't gonna hold you long because I know you're getting cold, man. But he was telling Moses to let our people know that, man, if they follow the law, statutes, and commandments that God commanded thee, that he'll put us above all these nations, man. But our forefathers didn't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So what they did was they fell into sin. They started worshiping other gods and deities and, going off, man. So the Most High put us in this punishment. Get 68 real quick. Let me show you before you go because I know you're getting cold, man.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So that word Egypt means house of bondage because we were once in Africa being slave too. So when they removed us from Africa and brought us to America, America became prosperous. And Africa came down to pieces, man. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold.
He said that he was going to bring us into ships. Nobody else got brought into America on ships but us. And we got sold into our enemies, the slave master, for bondmen and bondwomen. We was placed up on auction blocks and told that we was being sold to our enemies, pretty much. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold into your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So no man can get us out of these conditions. The only way that we can return our conditions is we come back to this book. This is our book. We got to learn how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You got to go home. You got to repent. You got to pray to God. You got to remember that you're from the tribe of Judah, and you got to try to keep his ways, man. Go ahead.
Bro, you good. Yeah, like you said, just keep the law, statutes, and commandments and repent, man. I'm going to let you go, though, because you look like you're cold.
Yeah,
you need a jacket, man. It's too cold out here for all that.
Yeah, man.
But I'm going to just bring it out real quick. You want to bring out Deuteronomy 30? Just bring it out, Deuteronomy 30.
Deuteronomy chapter 30.
On the top.
And it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass when it's going to happen, right?
When all these things are come upon thee.
So when all these things come upon thee, what?
The blessings and the curse.
So when the blessings and the curses come upon us, right?
Which I have set before thee.
So he set these before us.
And thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord thy God has driven thee.
So the Lord thy God has driven us across all nations, right? That's happened. So this is what happened. It came to pass, right? Keep on going.
And thou shalt return unto the Lord thy God and shall obey his voice according to all that I commanded thee this day.
Right? Keep on going.
Thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity.
So the Lord thy God Most High Yahweh, He gonna redeem us from this captivity after the curses and the blessings come to pass. So the blessings already came to pass because we listened to Him and we got the land. And then the curses, they happening right now, and they didn't come to pass. They still happening, right? So this is when the Most High is going to deliver us from our captivity, and that's in Deuteronomy the 30th chapter. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want to bring anything else out, but it's getting kind of cold. You got anything else you want to bring out?
Yeah, that's about it.
And with that, I say Shalom, Barakatah, Bahashim HaMashiach Yahweh Shai, through Yahweh, and all praises to Yahweh.